And really, this webinar is for the new individuals that are coming in, just starting to explore OnPassive. Or maybe you're a founder and you're very, very new to OnPassive and you're just trying to wrap your mind around OnPassive and what it's doing. As I talk about OnPassive is about building wealth. And when you look at OnPassive, the bottom line is, what is OnPassive going to do for you? Because in the end, at least initially, that's all that's important. What will OnPassive do for you? How will it affect your bottom line? And can you actually build wealth online? As we look at OnPassive, I like to start with Ash Mufareh. Ash Mufareh is the CEO of OnPassive. He is the visionary. He's the brain trust behind OnPassive. And what Ash has done is really, really extraordinary. It's never been done online, offline. It's never been done on business. And everything that Ash has done, yes, it's done to build a very, very large company. But as Ash was building the company, he wanted to make sure that those individuals that participated with OnPassive got the benefits of OnPassive. And today, like Marty says, we've been in a little over 2 years. Today, OnPassive is a reality, and they are massive. They are bigger than Marty, Dan, and I ever thought it would be. And there are a ton of moving parts in OnPassive. And we do not expect you today to come in and know everything about OnPassive. Number one, we can't talk about everything because it would be about a 20-hour webinar. But when we talk about OnPassive, Ash Mufareh and his team in Hyderabad, about 700 strong right now. He's got 700 technicians that do everything that OnPassive does. When you look at OnPassive, there are a ton of moving parts. I mean, a ton of them. And over time, you will understand these moving parts. And as you do, you'll see that OnPassive just gets better and better and better. But today, I want to share with you a few concepts that Ash shared with us. And it'll give you an idea of what OnPassive is going to do for you. And again, that's all that's important today. What will OnPassive do for you, you and your bottom line? And the concepts, they are self-funding, for success, product, customer, and volume. And I'm going to go through each one of them. The first one is a self-funding business. As you come into OnPassive, it will be a self-funding business. What does that mean? It means that as you come in, you will go out of pocket once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. For me, that was very, very refreshing. As we've done businesses online, you get into the business and there's usually a monthly fee, and I have no problem with that. That's the cost of doing business. But with most businesses, people can't generate enough revenue to pay that monthly fee, let alone their monthly needs. And because of that, like Marty said, because they're not making any money, they just quit. That is not OnPassive. You will come in once, you will pay once, you will not have to go out of pocket again. The next one is for success. And someone's still got their mic on, guys. If you could mute yourself. Thank you. For success is one of those terms that everybody loves. And I loved it as I came into OnPassive. I really didn't know what it meant. Most people, as they come into OnPassive, they really don't know what forced success means. Here's what it means. All it means is OnPassive is going to force you to build wealth, to replace income, to take care of that bottom line, and to build wealth online. That really is all it means. Now, to explain that, I need to come over to product and customer. And when I get done with product and customer, you're going to understand how OnPassive is going to force you to build wealth online. This is really, really cool. As we go to the products of OnPassive, again, OnPassive is massive. Today, they have over 50 products. All of these products are built by the individuals in Hyderabad, the technicians in Hyderabad, India. These individuals are brilliant. And all of the products are built from the ground up. They're proprietary. They're cutting edge, brand new technology. They're superior, and here's where it gets really interesting, at a lower price point. So the products of OnPassive, they are being used by people online with other companies today. The products they're using, they're absolutely horrible compared to the products of OnPassive. So we have a built-in market as we launch to the world, and I'll get to that in a little bit. These individuals that are using other products today will be coming into OnPassive because the products are superior at a lower price point. And again, we go to the customer side. That's why they're going to be coming in. Their superior products at a lower price point does a couple of things for them. Number one, it makes their life easier, their job easier, and their bottom line better. When you take care of those three things, people will flock into OnPassive. Our customer base today is anywhere from K through 12, colleges, small, medium, large size businesses, governments, and personal use. Our market, our customer base today is about 4.6 billion people. And that goes to the volume of OnPassive. It's the amount of people that will come in and use OnPassive for one reason or another. We have products for everybody online. Again, they're superior to lower price point. And because of that, the customers will be coming in, and they will be coming in mass. Some of the products of OnPassive are automated marketing platform, and it has all the tools we need to market online, whether it's a webinar service, whether it's an email, whether it's autoresponder, whether it's a page builder, whether it's a funnel builder, has all the tools we use to market online. It could be an educational platform. It could be an HR platform, human resources. Companies can come in, use that to manage their human resources department. The products of OnPassive, when Ash goes out and picks a niche that he wants to get into, the majority of the time, the niches that he picks, they are massive. They are billion-dollar niches. These are niches that produce hundreds of billions of dollars of revenue online for the companies that are doing them right now. Again, that goes to the volume of OnPassive. And when we look at the volume of OnPassive, and we look at one company, and I'll pick the webinar service. Right now, we are doing a webinar with Zoom, and it'll give you an idea of the type of volume that's going to be coming in for you and I. As we look at the webinar service, Zoom is one of the big dogs on the block. They do about $139 billion in revenue every year. I believe as OnPassive rolls out to the world, OnPassive will take a very, very large portion of that market from Zoom, maybe all of it. And when that happens, you have to understand the billions of dollars that will be coming in and benefiting those individuals that are participating with OnPassive. So if you keep it very, very simple, you think about self-funding, you think about for success, you think about product, customer, and volume. And I will get into the volume here in just a little bit. But if you keep it very, very simple and you focus on those four concepts, you're going to understand how OnPassive is going to work for you. And because of these four concepts, and Marty mentioned this earlier, excuse me, guys, it makes what OnPassive is going to be doing for us 100% automated. And what OnPassive does is they come in, they take their AI, artificial intelligence, and OnPassive is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company, all the IT products of OnPassive. They're gonna take the products of OnPassive, hook it up to AI, and they're gonna start driving traffic. And as they do that, what they're doing for us becomes 100% automated. And I'll get into that in just a little bit. Before I get to that, I want to talk about how we all come into OnPassive. Today, there is a position, it is a founder position. It is a $97 position, and it locks you into the company of OnPassive. It locks you into the pay structure of OnPassive. There are some tangible benefits of coming in today and becoming a founder, $97, and locking your position in OnPassive, and more importantly, into the pay structure. And one of the benefits is, as OnPassive launches, goes into the soft launch, OnPassive is absolutely going to start building all of our businesses for us. They're going to start driving traffic, and they're going to start bringing people into your business. What does that do for you? Every time OnPassive can come in, and remember, OnPassive 100% automated. Every time OnPassive can bring someone into your organization, that is another stream of revenue. And the more streams of revenue that you have, the quicker you cut time frames. And all that means is, whatever your financial goal is, you will get there quicker with OnPassive building your business. That's one of the benefits of coming in and becoming a founding member. There are other benefits like traffic and bonuses, and it goes on and on with becoming a founding member today. And it's what makes the founding position an extremely powerful position. So I always recommend that everybody come in, become a founder as you're learning about OnPassive. It'll lock you into that place where OnPassive is going to start meeting those needs, building your team, and getting you to that place of financial independence. Now, when we launch to the world, we will all have to come into OnPassive as customers. And here's how it's going to work. We're founding members, $97 one-time payment. We come in as OnPassive launches to the world. We will come in as customers. We will have to pay a membership fee. And that fee today, we believe, is going to be right around $250. It is the fee you'll pay once. You'll never have to go out of pocket again, even though it is a monthly fee. But we'll come in, pay the $250. We put OnPassive to work for us. And with that fee, we get all the products of OnPassive. Just the value alone with getting all 50 products of OnPassive is extraordinary. From there, we'll go into the back office, our OnPassive back office, click a button, become independent resellers of the IT product. And that is the process as OnPassive launches to the world. And I want to back up to the membership level. I know that seems very, it seems like a long drawn out system, but it's not. Once we become independent resellers of the IT program, the reason OnPassive does that is so that they have the ability to pay us. It has to do with the regulations and that kind of thing. But as we back up to the membership level, when we pay the $250, yes, it is a monthly fee, but that $250 will be paid from the proceeds we make from OnPassive the preceding month. So you'll pay it once, you'll never have to pay it again. Here's how it's going to work. As we come in and become a member of OnPassive, pay the $250, we get all the products of OnPassive. OnPassive is going to come in and from there, they are going to go to work for us. They're going to reach into their toolbox, pull out the automated marketing platform, and they're going to build a marketing system for each and every one of us. Again, they're going to hook it up to AI, artificial intelligence. That makes it 100% automated. OnPassive is going to go to work for us, 100% automated. As they do that, they're going to reach back into the toolbox and they're going to pull their tool of traffic out. And they're going to start driving massive traffic, bringing in customers for each and every one of us. And OnPassive is primarily a customer-based business. I believe as we launch to the world, OnPassive, probably 80 to 85% of the people coming into OnPassive will be customers. That's it. And they're going to start driving customers in. And as these customers land underneath you, a certain portion of them, you're going to get paid from the volume that's paid to buy the products that they want. And it works a lot like if you work for a company, you're on commission sales, you go out and you make a sale of $100, the company's going to pay you 10%, they'll pay you $10. That's how it's going to work as customers land underneath us. And as OnPassive does that, there will never be a day when you're stagnant. Because of the sheer volume that OnPassive is going to be doing, bringing in customers into OnPassive, your team, your organization will continually grow. And that means that your bottom line, the amount of money that you're making, will continually grow. And as customers come in and buy the products of OnPassive, it is a monthly fee. What does that do for you and I? This is really, really something you need to ponder on a little bit. As they come in, because the products are superior at a lower price point, they will pay a monthly fee. They will never leave. What that does for you and I, it makes our income a residual income. And because of that, our income will continually grow until we get to that place where we just don't even think about finances. We'll be at that place where our needs are taken care of. We have more than we need, and finances will just be something in the back of our mind. We just don't even think about it. That's how powerful OnPassive is. This is the system that Ash Mufareh has set up for you and I to participate with OnPassive, to get to that point where we just don't worry about finances. It really is ingenious what Ash and his team have done. And the structure of OnPassive, the AI, the IT tools of OnPassive make all of this possible. And as Ash came in and started developing OnPassive, one of his main goals was to develop a system that would take the 97% that fail online for whatever reason, and that's just the numbers, and turn that number around. And as you come into OnPassive, you know you will be forced to build wealth, and the 97% can come into OnPassive and be successful. That was one of the main goals as Ash started to build OnPassive. I want to talk about volume just very, very quickly and take two products of OnPassive to give you an idea of the sheer volume that's going to be coming as we launch to the world. And then I'll get into the launch a little bit. I want to take Academy and OStaff. They are two products of OnPassive. Academy is a learning platform. OStaff is an HR platform, a place where businesses can come for their human resources department and run that human resource department. As we look at these two niches, they are massive. Today, before OnPassive is launched, these two niches, Academy does about $225 billion in revenue a year. OStaff, the HR platform, also does about $225 billion in revenue a year. In other words, there are companies that service these two niches, and the amount of revenue they do a year is about $500 billion in revenue. We know that as OnPassive launches to the world, Academy and OStaff, it is superior to anything out there. I mean, it is heads and tails better than anything out there. Again, proprietary, built from the ground up, cutting edge technology, superior, lower price point. And as they come out, how much of that market will OnPassive take? I don't know. Will it be 20, 30, 40, 50%? Whatever they take, even if it's as low as 25%, which I think is extremely, I think OnPassive will just blow these people away. But it is in the hundreds of billions of dollars that is going to be coming into OnPassive. And as these customers come in, and this is where you come in, as the customers come in, they go under each and every one of us, a certain percentage of that. And with just these two projects, just with these two niches alone, within a year's time, OnPassive would be a unicorn company. And that's a company that is $1 billion company. And remember, all that revenue is coming underneath each and every one of us. That's how we make money. That's how we get that residual income. That's how we take care of that bottom line. But more importantly, OnPassive, after a year with these two niches, will be a unicorn company. That has never been done in the history of business, online, offline. No company has come online and been a unicorn company in a year's time. It is unheard of. Now, here's where it gets really, really good. That's two products of OnPassive. OnPassive has 50 products, and the majority of those products, the niches that they're in, are billion-dollar niches. If we look at OnPassive, day one when they launch, that's the hard launch of OnPassive, they will be a unicorn company day one. That is absolutely unheard of. This is how remarkable what Ash and his team have done. And they've done it not only to build probably the largest company in the world over time, but so that you and I can come in, participate with Ash, and actually benefit from everything that he's doing. 100% automated. That's so key when you look at OnPassive, because as Marty and Susie talked about, it's very difficult to come online and make money online. Most people just don't have the skill set to do it. Ash knew that. It's why OnPassive was built. It's why he's done what he's done to benefit you and I. I want to talk just a little bit more about Ash before I hand it over to Marty and Dan. Ash Mufareh, as he came on, and he has shared this with us, his goal was not to keep the wealth that OnPassive is going to be generating for himself. His goal was to share that wealth with those individuals in OnPassive. And he wasn't talking about a little bit of wealth. He's talking about 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% of the wealth with those individuals that are participating with OnPassive. And when you look at other companies, they might share a little bit of the wealth, but I can tell you if it's an Amazon, a Zoom, or any of the other large tech companies out there, they keep the wealth in-house, they keep it for themselves, and they are multi-billionaires. That is not Ash Mufareh. Yes, he wants to make money to have a really, really good life like all of us, but his goal is to share the wealth of OnPassive with all of us that are participating with OnPassive. And as we look at Ash Mufareh, he has a really, really great heart to serve. And the more you explore OnPassive, the more that comes across because of the products that he's putting out there. If you're looking at something to benefit you, your family, to change that lifestyle, to have the lifestyle you want to live, OnPassive is that place to be. It was made for you and I. It will change lives, and we are in the process of going into launch right now. And I'll just hit that very, very quickly. Right now we are in pre-launch. We are in that period of launching on Passive. We'll go pre-launch, soft launch, hard launch. Pre-launch, he's releasing the products to the founding members. We can review it. Soft launch, we'll not only be able to review it, but we'll be able to use the products, and then we'll roll seamlessly into hard launch. Again, we are in the launch today. We are ready to move forward into soft launch and hard launch. And time really is of the essence. As we talked to Ash yesterday, he said that he was going to put a cap on the amount of founders that could come in. We don't know what that is. I think we still have time. Don't wait too long. Come on in, lock your position in, become a founding member, and you're just going to be in a really, really good place. But as far as the launch goes, it is in the process today. Normally I don't do this, but we talked to Ash yesterday, and Ash always shares some. I mean, he throws bombs. I mean, it just shares a lot of really great stuff with us. And he talked about another product. And again, this product is a multi-billion-dollar niche, and it's a byproduct of ONPASSIVE. They didn't even really know they were going to do this probably 3 months ago. It's probably the easiest thing they've done when we talk about technology. And again, IT, informational technology. And his guys in India are just absolutely terrific. And the product that they're coming out, I can't talk about it because this is an open forum, but I can tell you, when you add the products of ONPASSIVE and then you add this one, it is another one of those billion-dollar niches that people will flock into. Maybe Marty can talk about it, but I don't. He'll probably say, no, I can't talk about that on an open forum. But this is where we're at. I mean, this company, they do things that they don't even expect to do, and it turns into a billion-dollar niche. So we're in a really, really good place. I always recommend you come in, continue to explore ONPASSIVE, pay the $97 and become a founding member. As we go into soft launch, that fee will go up. I think it'll double. Still, I would pay $10,000 even at the soft launch to come into ONPASSIVE, because I know what's happening. ONPASSIVE, as you come in and explore it, it will get better and better and better, and you're going to find a way to cut time frames to get to that place where you just take care of that financial bottom line and start to live that lifestyle that perhaps today you've only dreamt about. Marty, that's it for now. If I've missed anything,